Hello, story time. All right, Soul Fam. Can I call you the Soul Fam? Is this appropriate? I don't give a fuck. I'm calling you that. Excuse my Dutch. I do curse sometimes. Get over it. That's all I have to say to you because we all have our journeys, we all have our things to overcome, and for me, that is mine. Let me just set the mood. I like my room to smell good, so sometimes I start little fires in my room. Don't mind me. Can't open this thing. Don't mind me burning a couple wicks while I talk about what I'm talking about. Want to see? Isn't it so nice? Wow. Okay, here we go. Also, I got a new planner for 2020, and I'm really excited to use it. But before that, we got some work to do, Soul Fam. We got some work to do. Get your cup of whatever it is you're drinking. I'm drinking coffee. Get you a pen to take notes. And let's get this work, Soul Fam. Let me figure out where the hell I want this camera at. Hold on. I'm gonna makeshift a little. Okay, tripod. Okay, that's what we doing. Oh shit, almost dropped that. So, first of all, I did go on live and I did kind of talk about this. But we have a new moon in Sagittarius. We also have Jupiter doing some weird shit. I'm not an astrologer, astrologist, whatever, so I don't know all the terminology, but there's a lot going on. Basically, it's manifestation time. It's also a time to really guard your heart and your feelings as far as the words you say, because your words are swords and your words are weapons. Your words are powerful. So think about what you're thinking. Think about what you're saying. Also, my hair is only covered. I have to explain this every time. This isn't some Madam Gypsy kind of situation. This is just a natural hair situation. So never mind that. Just completely ignore what's happening on my head right now. Aren't my nails nice? Doesn't it make you want to be truthful? I'm just kidding. It probably doesn't. Back to the assignment. So, manifestation, speaking things into existence, that is real. It is taught in Christianity. It's taught in a bunch of Eastern religions. Wiccans are doing this. People are doing this. And business people are doing this. So surely you know by now what you put out comes back to you. You put out good shit. You lay that path. You lay that foundation of goodness. Before you know it, I'm walking on the yellow brick road and I fucking invented these bricks. Hey. So, get you some paper and a pen. I actually dug paper out of the trash. I was going to throw this trash away. And what I ended up doing, I'm going to show y'all right now. Flip the camera over right now, which I never do because it's my home. You see that paper right there? It says good news. So I took a piece of paper and I wrote good news. I put one on my wall, the other one on the door. So every time I leave the house thinking, okay, I'm taking good news with me. I'm receiving good news. That's the only thing I'm taking back to my house is good news. The only thing I'm taking it back. The only thing I'm sharing from my house is good news. Because I'm about to get some good news. I'm saying it. I'm getting good news. Really great news. I mean, business has been booming. I've been getting good news anyway. But we got to keep that ball rolling, especially this week. First of all. Second of all, I have been telling people to keep a journal. I've been telling people to sing, to write, to act, to get creative, to practice their passions because it's going to help you combat all the negative, flies on the windshield. It feels like all the weird sideways shit. Like you focus and then some shit just keep coming out of nowhere from the side just to fuck with you. And I'm like, oh, really get into a practice of your passions and things that you love and get into a meditative practice. And they're like, yeah, Reika. Meanwhile, shit is happening at work. Shit is happening with their vehicle. Shit's happening to them. And they're like, I don't understand. I'm like, I told you. So I've been wanting to share this for a long time. This is my little notebook. I have my name on it. This is my name in Hindi, Reika. And then I have my symbol. It's almost like my little sigil. I didn't even realize I was doing that until I was doing it. And now this symbol is all over the house. As well as some other symbols. Like behind me in oil, there's a cross. So there's crosses all over my house. It's a little weird, but whatever. It's my house. Isn't that beautiful? Once you get your own place, you can just do whatever the fuck you want to it. Anyway, so I have this book. I call it my spirit journal or my soul diary. I get messages from other planes all the time. It's been happening to me my whole life. I've been called the daughter of a prophet. I've been called clairvoyant. I've been called weird. I've dealt with anxiety. I've dealt with depression. So all these things were a result of me trying to suppress my gift, and I'm walking in my truth in the present day. And I've been more open about the stuff that's been happening to me. I also date and write the shit down. When the weird paranormal stuff happens to me, and when I get messages, I've been cataloging it in this book. I don't want to share with you everything, but I will give you some sneak peeks. Some things you need to know. I have some affirmations in here too, and just some messages. I will straight up get words, phrases, and images. And just random concepts. What was once a grave is now a garden. That came to me so random. And that came to me in imagery. But I didn't want to draw all that, so I wrote some words. The idea of making altars. And that's the freaking bathing ritual that I didn't even realize was becoming a part of my life. We have a video on that too. Check that out on my YouTube. Okay. I'm trying to find a really dope example. Okay, I have a video about the bees, right? I wrote a whole thing in my journal about that. Don't jack on my drawings. I'm not someone out here trying to say, "Ooh, look at me. I do 2D art. I'm someone who draws." This is just me keeping up, imagery for myself. But I highly encourage it. There are some messages I'm going to go ahead and share now. Also, okay, so I talked about good news and manifestation. Back to the point. I talked about good news manifestation. The thing that's happening is, just like that piece of paper that I almost threw away and didn't even put on the wall, we get so impatient because we don't understand God's timing, the universe's timing. We don't understand why things aren't working out the way we think they should work out. So we beg and we beg and we beg for these things. And we don't even realize the thing we're asking for is actually really small. And the thing we're supposed to have is huge in comparison to that small thing we want. So we end up throwing our dreams and throwing our gifts away. Stop freaking doing that. That's why I had to pull that paper up. And it's good that I have crumbled paper that was almost garbage, because it was very symbolic for me. Don't throw away your gifts. Don't throw away your dreams and your hopes and the things that you know are coming to you. Go ahead and accept them, but also be open to not getting them. Be open. It should get to a point where, because sometimes what's ruining your manifestation isn't just the doubt and the loss of faith in yourself and your own power to bring the things to you that you should have. It's also you wanting it so bad to the point where you feel well, I should have this by now. You feel almost kind of in spite. This is owed to me. This is overdue. Once you get in that mode, not only are you immediately less deserving, you spoil the food before it gets to you. It's you have this chocolate cake and you take a shit right on the chocolate cake before you can even get the plates and forks out. So what was the point? So don't do that. Get to a point where and it takes time, but get to a point where you say, okay, God, universe, whatever you believe in, I trust that you will provide. This is the thing I've been wanting. But if it is your will, if it is my destiny that I get something else, something better, or maybe just a completely different turn, a different version, something I didn't see coming, I'm receiving that. I'm open to that. In fact, I thank you in advance, and I wholeheartedly accept what you have coming for me. Because even if you think it's bad, it's always going to work out for your good, because even the bad shit you go through makes you more of a badass in the end. Take it from me. I've been through some not so happy stuff, and look at me. I think I'm all right. I'm decent. I'm human. I'm doing all right. My nails are done. I can't stop talking with my hands. Hey. But another thing that came to me clear as day on the 24th, I don't have to beg for what is meant for me. It is already mine. It is mine. It's already done. It's already mine. That's another thing. You don't have to beg for this stuff. You can just say, it's done. It's happened. And once you accept that it's already in the motions, you no longer have to, you just don't have to be in the state of feeling like this is owed to me. I better have this, or this is never going to happen to me. I'm in need. Because then you're perpetuating always being in need. Then you're perpetuating and you're manifesting always lacking. And I had to check myself. One time I was at the grocery store and I had to say, wait a minute. I'm at the grocery store and I'm thinking like someone who can't go to a grocery store. I'm thinking like someone who can't afford to buy food. But I can afford to buy food. This is actually irrational and ridiculous, and it doesn't even fit up with my current reality, with my present reality. So I stopped shopping like that. Now, if I want eggs, I buy the eggs. If I want the bread, I buy the bread. Plain and simple. And you know what? The bills still get paid. I still have extra to enjoy my life. Like it's silly. I realized that I was getting in my own way. I was putting myself in bondage. I was making myself poor by calling myself poor. I'm not poor. That's so ridiculous and it's rude. Like, how dare you call me poor? How are we the same person and you insulting me? I had to have a come to Jesus moment with myself. So those are two things I want to show you. Also this, and it's an image that keeps coming back. This is a hot pot bubbling over. Kind of looks like a cauldron, but it's sitting on fire and there's stuff under the surface. You need to get together with your truth. Have a moment, acknowledge it, and let it simmer and let it go. Don't eat it. Don't poison yourself with it. Let it simmer. Let it live. Let it go. A lot of stuff is bubbling to the surface this week, and that's another reason why I wanted to make this message real quick. I want everyone to start writing things down. Write down the thing. Make a journal. Be like, dear person or a memory that hurt me. I don't like this. That was fucked up. My feelings are hurt, blah, blah, blah. And then take that piece of paper and destroy it. Fucking destroy it. If you need to flush it down the toilet, if you need to burn it with fire, don't eat it. Don't feed it to anyone because it's poisonous. Don't do that because you have all these negative words. Go ahead and get it out. And then never touch it again. Once it is destroyed, never touch it again. And from that point forward, only the good news. Only the good stuff. Like, I don't write bad stuff in this journal. I don't talk about my pain and my hurt in this journal. I only write down the messages I'm receiving. So these aren't even my ideas. These are ideas that were straight up given to me out of nowhere. I could be walking down the street, listening to some music, listening to some corny ass radio song, and boom, I'll get a picture. I'll get some imagery. I'll get a phrase. I'll get some stuff out of nowhere. So this is how I keep track of some of my messages. I don't really write about the spirits I encounter. I honestly should. But there's just so many of y'all. I don't know if they are aware of YouTube or if they watch the internet, but there's just so many of y'all. So y'all didn't make it to the book. Sorry. Maybe another book. But I'm keeping an archive of the stuff. And this is the assignment. Welcome to the soul family. Do the homework. Check yourself. Have a come to Jesus meeting. Figure out all the things that have hurt you. Write it down. Destroy the paper. And make the conscious decision. This is no longer part of my story. This is no longer powerful over me. And then the next thing you write is all the good stuff. And really believe it. Be like, this is coming to me. This is mine. The end. Like, you can even write on there, this is mine. That house is mine. That pantry is mine. That friendship, that connection, that love is already mine. I'm so happy and so grateful. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Be grateful and be happy and write the gratitude out. And then take those words and paste them everywhere. You can even paste it in strips. You can be like house, car. You can be like love, friendship, healing, abundance, energy, or sustained energy. If you feel like you're running out of stamina, like you feel tired, you feel worn down a lot. I've been having crazy dreams. So my sleeping this week has been, it's been a challenge, but it's all good. But that's the assignment. Get the bad stuff out, destroy it, write the good stuff down, paste it everywhere, and pay it forward. And now, when you see your family this week, when you see the people and all the stuff is coming up, it is Thanksgiving week. When they ask you how you're doing, talk about the good stuff. Be like, oh, everything's great. Don't lie, but like, you believe it. It's like, yeah, this stuff is coming to me. Oh, I'm looking forward to this. This thing is happening. I'm looking forward to it. Do it. Anyway, try this assignment. Let me know how it goes. None of y'all leave stuff in the comments except for Jaden. Special shout out to Jaden for always putting stuff in the comments. It's usually uplifting, powerful, and motivating, and motivates me to keep making these like ranty, way too long videos. So I'm gonna hang up this thing. Bye.